Alright, one clip. Basically, we're gonna go over how to actually analyze data. And if you get the absolute bullshit that Facebook gives you sometimes, $4 a lead, $7 a lead, not too damn bad, I won't lie. In the last 7 days, this is how basically I analyze my ads and make decisions accurately. So I just choose the last 7 days, the most recent. Let's just look at this stuff. $4 a lead in solar, $7 a lead in solar. That looks great on paper, dude. That looks so great, but it's not true. It's very not true. It's actually we got about from this Jeff Ferrari to Donald McClain. It's about it's about Patrick. We've gotten 16 leads, 16 out of, and then we spent $346.59, which means if we do the calculations, 346.59 divided by 16, $21.66 a lead. So that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad at all. In 7 days, we got 16 leads for about $21. Now that we got that, I'm just gonna focus on the ads manager side of things, so I won't worry about percentages from lead to appointment, all that other stuff. Basically gonna just say, let's see. So what I do now is actually, and I recommend everybody do this, is when you get, Facebook gives you the, because I didn't get fucking, what is this, like, this is like 20, 30 some leads. It's like 40 some leads, like 50 some leads. 50, like that's 60 leads. This is 60 leads. 3, 4, 7, 50, 51 lead, no, whatever. Anyways, but this is inaccurate. Okay, so what I recommend is Facebook is going to give you inaccurate data sometimes, and it's just not right, bro. All right, so when you go to your actual ad, when you go to the actual ad, scroll to the bottom. I don't want you to put in this URL parameter in every single ad that you put in, and I'll tell you what this does. So I'm actually going to place this in the description below, and I recommend everybody put this in their ads. The reason because Facebook's going to not give you the accurate data, and this is going to help you identify where the lead came from, what ad it came from, what ad set it came from, and then you can kind of track things from there, which I'll show you in a second. So with that said, I did that, and this says I got like 60 some leads, but I only got 16 for $21. So these are inaccurate, unfortunately. And they've changed a bunch of tracking stuff. It usually doesn't track the same way as it used to. Usually you would like pick your domain down here. You no longer need to select a domain for your web events. So then again, now it's like, okay, well, now I'm getting just weird data. So what do I do now is I go into the sub account, and I go to reporting, and then I go to attribution reports. And then this is where you're gonna find where the UTM parameters actually come in clutch. So you can see a guy clicked on the website or saw the page or the landing page, and they came from 6.2 campaign, they came from the lookalike ad set number 2, and they came from the ad number 3. So they came from this lookalike ad set, and then they came from this ad here. So now I know where this person clicked and what ad he came from. If we scroll down a little bit, which I'd actually go to the first one, we got Danny Carter came in he submitted the survey on a 6.2 campaign in the sandbox ad set on the number 5 ad. So David, that's it, Danny came from the sandbox ad set under the number 5 ad, okay? So what this means is that now I can start tracking. So I'll write down all the leads that came in from the last 7 days. So I'll write down all the 16 leads, and I'll track down what ad sets did they come from and what ads did they come from. And then I've already done basically the paperwork. You probably can't see it because for some reason my 1080p camera looks like shit to some people. Actually, I'm still holding. Damn, bro. Oh, this shit looks goofy as fuck. Anyways, but it's like I can write all the way backwards. Let's see. But yeah, so Danny Carter came from the sandbox ad set number 5. So the number 5 ad. Now what I'll do is I'll take all the leads and I'll see which ads they came from. There's going to be different variations because some leads come from different ads and different ad sets. So what you're going to do is you see Ronald came from the lookalike ad set number 3 ad. So I'm going to note that down. And then what I'm going to do is I'll actually demonstrate it in Paint. My very fancy ass Paint. What I'm going to do is this. So, and I'm just going to, I guess, how am I going to do this? Okay, so Ronald came from the number 3 ad set, or ad. This guy came from the sandbox number 5 ad. So I'll just see what the commonalities are. So Danny came from the sandbox ad set and came from the number 5 ad. The next lead that came in was Patrick. He came from sandbox also ad set, but and then he came from the number 5 ad. So now it looks like, okay, so we've got people coming in from the sandbox ad set, and then the number 5 ad. Because I numberize my ads just to keep it organized. As you can see, number 5, number 4. So they came from the sandbox ad set, and they came from the number 5 ad. And I'll note this down, so that means one person came, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now, so we've got 6 people come from the sandbox ad set from the number 5 ad. 6 leads out of the 16. So now we have 10 leads left. And if we keep scrolling down, we get like the lookalike ad set and number 3 ad. Okay, so what we're gonna do is do the same thing. We've got, oh, wrong one. We've got a lookalike, and then we got number 3. Number 3. So I already wrote all this stuff down. So now we're gonna do one person came from that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 7 because 1. So lookalike audience and number 3. So it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5, 6, 7. And then we have one more, and it's the sandbox ad. So the sandbox ad set, and it was the number 4 ad that's in there. We had 1 lead come from there. And then it looks like we also have one other one, which was the lookalike ad set, because I'm only running 2 ad sets. So lookalike audience, and then it was a number 3 ad, but it was a copy ad. So when I don't get confused now, I'll explain this in a second. Lookalike audience, I had a number 3. I had it named number 3 copy. It's off right now because I just turned it off like today, but I had this ad going to as well. And what this actually means is that we had 1 person come from there. So now I can see what are the winning and what are the winning ads and winning ad sets, and what part of each section is giving me the most leads. Well, as you can look here, the sandbox ad set number 4 ad is not doing too well. And then let's look at it. Let's look at it right now. Why isn't that ad doing too well? Well, first off, in the last 7 days, this motherfucker has barely got any budget, bro. Like $19. But as you can see here, like this one spent $55, $19. Obviously, like it's not working, unfortunately. So we can just automatically cross. Wait, wrong one. Cross this out. Man, trash. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at this ad and see how we can make it better. But number 4 ad from the sandbox is not working. The lookalike audience, number 3 copy, I turned it off already. You know why? Because the data shows it's just not working. Like, you got 1 person from it, so that's not working either. Trash. But these 2 ad sets over here, the lookalike audience for the number 3 ad has gotten us over 7 leads. Okay? And then the sandbox number 5 ad got us about 6 leads. So that's actually really good. And so what I would do is I would actually take those 2 ads, either I would put them in Well, because they're in different ad sets, that means they're probably in different audiences. I think they're both broad. I'm pretty sure. The lookalike audience is obviously like we got the most success with the lookalike audience, but only one more. So what I would do is I would actually create a new ad set, and I would just put those 2 winning ads in there, and I would just have those have majority of the budget. So I instead of spending 25-25, I'd probably spend like 35-15. If that's correct math. Yeah, that's correct math. So 35-15. And in the 15, what I would do is start testing new ads. So as these are scaling, then as this ad and this ad are scaling in a new ad set, I'm gonna be testing new ads with the $15 budget and see what kind of ads will overperform these. Okay, and I'll finish this, once I'm done making this video. But it's a very crucial piece to understand that sometimes Facebook will give you inaccurate data, and so you need to know, like, have parameters in set, so make sure that like you can track the ad and where it's coming from. Well, it's not in this one, but track the ad wherever it's coming from without relying on Facebook. So I don't need to rely on Facebook. I'll actually rely on the CRM to tell me what's going on, and then from here I'll look at Ronald, see if he replied, and see if he fucking set an appointment. I don't think he did. I think he was very skeptical. I think he was like, people tell me that this is free. Is it free? If it is, I'm interested. And I'm like, no, it's not free. Blah 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 blah. And it was not the best lead, but the other 15 leads were pretty good. So with that said, one other thing that I will tell you guys about is understanding the breakdown, understanding placement. So right now, I usually have all my ad sets literally like, the sandbox has advantage, okay? The lookalike audience, on the other hand, has manual, all right? So the manual, I only chose the Facebook feeds and the reels. Now, if we go to breakdown and we select placement, you can see that for the sandbox, even though it's on automatic, Facebook Reels and Facebook Feeds has brought in the most. Even though it's inaccurate, it still is kind of accurate, because it's telling you the majority of the data comes from these 2 placements, feeds and reels. Do I know which actual person came from? I don't know. I could probably figure it out and maybe add like a different UTM parameter, but for now we're looking at Facebook Feeds and Facebook Reels are really killing it. Okay? And then for the lookalike ad set, you can see that Facebook Reels and Facebook Feeds again are doing the exact same thing. But what's weird here is the lookalike ad set also is performing on Instagram Reels. So now the lookalike audience, it's performing on Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, and Facebook Feeds. But the sandbox is only getting leads from the Facebook Reels and the Facebook Feeds. Nothing really much from the Instagram shit. So with that said, now I can take this data. I know that the number 5 ad in the sandbox and the number 3 ad in the lookalike audience are doing really well. And I can also tell you that they're all coming from Facebook Feeds and Facebook Reels. So I might just keep those up. In any ad set, I'll just make sure that I'm just doing Facebook and Facebook Reels. And then, I go from there, man. It seems like $21 a lead. Spent $350 in the last 7 days. We spent $21 for 16 leads, and out of those 16 leads, they came from mainly two ads, number 5 ad and number 3 ad. And then what I'm gonna do is both of them averaged out as they both came from they came from Reels and feeds. So now when I do this, when I create a new ad set to throw the winning ads in there, I'll basically just I just run Facebook feeds and Reels, and then I'm just gonna keep testing, see what's gonna work better than those. So yeah, I hope that helps. I hope there's value in some form. I hope my camera quality looks fucking good. It looks good on my screen. Maybe I'm tripping balls. Also, if you see my screen's like orange and shit, it's because I have a nightlight on. Because I'm just fucking cool like that. But yeah. Other than that, bro, my camera. Alright, anyways, but yeah. Please subscribe. Follow my Insta. DM me. Try to build a personal brand. You know what I mean? Help a brother out. Help a brother out, please. Thank you. I'm out of here. Peace.